Hi, and welcome to this introduction to the Zapinfo and Workday Recruiting Process Automation Introduction. With the new Zapinfo and Workday integration, you can now optimize your Workday recruiting platform, helping you to use Zapinfo to automate many of the ways that you can do recruiting and sourcing to cut your recruiting and sourcing costs and time by almost 50%. The Zapinfo tool will make your Workday recruiting platform compatible and able to zap data from any social networks, job boards, search engines, or other applications within the talent ecosystem. This helps you to build talent pools much more robustly and quickly, helps you to find talent within your Workday recruiting platform much better, as well as to update contact data within the Workday platform for contacts that maybe have gone stale or old or just have updated their contact data from the time they applied. The Zapinfo tool basically is a Chrome extension that lives on top of your Workday recruiting platform, but helps you to very easily and with 2 mouse clicks transfer data in and out of almost every part of the LinkedIn systems. The job board relationships that you might work with, being able to zap and post your jobs out to them, as well as to pull resumes, applicants, and contact data back into the Workday recruiting platform, as well as with any of the search engines or work directories that you might find out on the web, as well as other sites such as Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, Meetup, or any other site on the web. You can basically use the Zapinfo tool to feed your Workday recruiting platform. The Zapinfo tool is a powerful way to explore talent with one click, taking any of your Workday jobs and helping to match it to talent, to extract talent from any of the different websites that you might find on the web. Recruiters are constantly harvesting and looking for data and information, and the Zapinfo tool makes this one click easy. It also has an enrichment element that allows you to update and find the social profile, email address, home address, as well as phone number information from any of our network of data providers. And you can also do automated engagement, whether that be email, social marketing, such as on LinkedIn connections or tweets or Facebook messages. And then ultimately, you can exchange that data with incredible ease into your Workday application or other applications you might have in your talent stack. The Zapinfo tool has connected over 120 major talent applications across the talent ecosystem, from the supply side on the left to the demand side and process and platform side on the right. We automate the recruiting process from the very beginning, allowing you to zap a job. It instantly deconstructs that job and turns it into searches, where even maybe your most junior recruiters can now instantly become experts at how they would source and search for people on the job boards, search engines, and social networks. It will then view and extract the data. You can even elicit and get consent from your candidates to be compliant with either GDPR or the terms of service from major social networks in order to get the candidates to say, yes, you can take my profile. We also then enrich and find the email and profile data, can automate the engagement process, and again can export the data, which cuts the recruiting time by as much as 50% when you're working with the Zapinfo tool. Let's take a look at how this might work. So I'm on a job on a Workday career site, and all I do is use the Zapinfo tool to quickly extract the job. The Zapinfo tool then deconstructs the job and turns it into a quick search, where it'll look at the title, location, and skills information, and quickly I can remove the noise words from the application, combine words that I know are key for me to search upon, and eliminate, any location-based data, and then I can find the real key skills that I want. Now I can go ahead and click and instantly search and identify and find people across any of the different channels, most of them free within the marketplace. So the Zapinfo tool instantly with one click will take the job and again search and find talent within multiple systems, including systems like job boards if you have paid subscription sites, but most importantly in free sites, including GitHub and even Facebook, where you can instantly search and find people almost as good as you can find them on LinkedIn and be able to interact and engage with them based upon the titles and locations of data from your jobs. Now, once you've found the people inside of these different applications, we can go ahead and extract the data. So with one click, the Zapinfo tool travels with your recruiters like a virtual assistant and helps them to instantly extract or convert search engine pages or search results pages, even individual contacts and profiles. And as you can see, it not only pulls them into the Zap board, which is like a shopping cart for talent, but it then instantly finds the email address and contact data for any of the individuals that you might pull into your Zap board. So as recruiters are out searching for people, they want to be able to take those matching people and instantly put them into a working list where they can then go ahead and really whittle down the list to find those people that they really want to engage with within the application. And you can see again, there's no need to become a programmer or anything. The Zapinfo tool really makes this data harvesting and acquisition process very easy, as well as the quick identification of email address and contact data within the application, something that's very quickly and easily done for any recruiter or recruiting project. Now, once we've been able to find and identify all of this, it's time to start engaging. And so here you can see with the Zapinfo tool, I'm going to go ahead and engage with these people actually out on the social network I found them on. So I want to reach out to them, in this case, on Facebook, where I found them. And I'll basically launch the engagement process, which takes these very personalized messages and utilizes the candidate's information, such as their job title, what company they're working for, to say, "Hi, Sam, I see that you're an entrepreneur, and we're seeking developers, and I'd love to chat with you more about it." And as you can see, with one click, it's taking me to the profile, entering that personalized message and putting it into the message board so I can do a quick review of it and then move to the next person very quickly. So this process can take hours of time that it would take to do this manually, and makes it just a few minutes of time, along with gathering this data so that you can then instantly put it into the Workday system notes very quickly. Now in the LinkedIn process, you can see it's just a little bit different, where we're going to go ahead and launch engagement out to do connection requests as opposed to just doing social messages. So this one's just a little bit different because each network runs a little bit differently. In Facebook, I can do direct messaging even if I don't have a connection. But in the LinkedIn situation, I want to hit engage, and I'm going to click on the LinkedIn network. And now you can see it's going to give me the option as it travels the page to say, hey, do you want to connect with the person, or do you want to send an email to them? The Zapinfo tool can help you to broker or route that from person to person as you're doing your automated engagement with these people, to be able to either grow and build your network and directly contact with people, or just to send those personalized emails. Even if you don't have a paid LinkedIn account, you can actually go ahead and do these functions. You can even do them on Twitter. So depending on what networks you want to be able to do outreach with and where you get the best engagement, you can see here that I can quickly go out and reach out to people, even doing direct message tweets to them within those networks as well. So a really powerful way for us to be able to offer this type of social engagement in all of the different channels as recruiting moves more and more over towards a social process, basically. Now, once we've gathered all these profiles, and you can see we actually get the full profile data, including all the experiences in education, now we can zap them into Workday. So by grabbing and getting all of this data, you simply select the people that you want. And in this case, I wanted to prove to you that neither of the two people I'm zapping in were in the Workday system. So Aaron's not in there. And then Jeffrey Powell was also not in my Workday instance. So they're not in there. I'm going to go ahead and select them and their data records. And then I'm just going to say push to Workday. And once we've wired up your Workday account, it will go out and fetch the integration data. So in this case, we're going to push them into talent pools, but you could also just as easily push them out to applications on a particular requisition or job, or you could route them into your onboarding area. Now when I do the search, after we've done the one-click push out to the Workday system, you can see that Aaron is in here along with his full profile of information within the application. So all of the skills, all of the education, all of the experiential data, even a PDF attached profile for Aaron flows into the Workday application to make sure that I'm populating the Workday application with every single asset that we can. Now, this is really important because as you're doing searching for people within Workday, you want to be able to target those very specific skills, especially if you're building dynamic talent pools. So if you're building your dynamic talent pools, you can target people based upon these very specific things, right? And in this case, I'm building a Python developer type of a pool that's going to target skills equal to Python from within the profiles. And you can see it automatically put Aaron in there because he had Python programming language in addition to his school, location, and other basic data. So this is what's really going to help you to be able to build those talent pools within the Workday application with very good precision and preciseness over time. Now, let's say we're working a job from within the Workday application. I started with a career site job, but in the very near future, you're going to be able to see a Z button within the Workday application. And once you click on that, you can actually launch this search and lookup process right from within Workday. So in this case, I'm going to click on the search program, and it's going to go ahead and just pull out the title for me, the location of the job, as well as help me to identify a couple of the key skills that I'm going to need that are from within the application. And you can basically just launch that same process for doing Workday lookups right from within the Workday application. Another neat application is being able to send your people from other applications. So in this case, I'm actually in Smart Recruiters, which is a talent CRM application, and I'm going to go ahead and zap a profile from within that application. So I'm basically taking them from one system, and then you can see what we do is we actually can gather all of the data from that application, and now I'm just going to zap them out to Workday. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just with 2 clicks, I extract her from one system, and then I go ahead and I push her over to Workday with the other mouse click that we did. And you can see I'm going to buzz over to Workday here, and you'll be able to go ahead and see that we have successfully moved Lynette's profile from the Smashfly system and into the Workday application with her full asset of information. So it's a great way for us to be able to very quickly transfer information across the different talent ecosystem. So again, with 2 clicks, we are going to help you with any of your upstream talent stack applications be able to move any of the people and profile data into the Workday recruiting system without needing a heavy integration. And the implementation for this is usually pretty quick. If your Workday administrator can provide an API key and the routing information, usually within a very quick period of time, Zapinfo has the field mappings that can go ahead and map the out-of-the-box areas as well as any custom fields so that you can instantly start to utilize the Zapinfo recruitment process automation tool to pull information from all of these different channels into your Workday recruiting application. The other thing that's great is that Zapinfo provides very powerful reporting, so you can see from recruiter to recruiter and sourcer to sourcer exactly what types of activities they're performing, how many contacts, how many interactions they're having, what sources are actually giving you the best amount of data. And you can even see geographically where your recruiters and sourcers are harvesting data geographically, what companies they're harvesting data and information from, and even what categories of talent that they're pulling in. The best thing of all is Zapinfo is a very affordable solution, with our starter program even being and providing free utilization for very low volume users, but our basic premium and power applications allow you to get access to all of the different features and components that I showed you, and even more than I didn't show you. And it's either, $300 per year per user or $720 per year per user for our most powerful application, which is only about $2 a day for each of your recruiting users to be able to go ahead and use the full power of this application. There is a Workday setup and integration fee that may vary depending on how complex your environment is. And we also have some cross-system consent management and cross-system awareness solutions that are incremental to what I've shown you today, but we really just wanted to get you started and give you an initial exposure to what the Zapinfo and Workday recruiting optimization and productivity tools could do for you. If you're interested in more information, please contact us today. We'll get you zapping tomorrow. Just email us at sales@zapinfo.io.